Last time on the Highway Thru Hell. Whoa! Jamie Davis and his heavy rescue team take a very special look back on the year that was and look ahead to a new season of wicked weather.
Oh, it's chaos up there.
Monster wrecks. And twisted metal.
Oh my God, it's bad.
With sneak peeks of upcoming episodes.
Gotta hurry, these guys are gonna get pissed at us.
New characters.
Why the hell would you want to come back?
Pull back 5 feet.
Unseen bonus footage.
Pressure's on.
Viewer tweets and much more. Fasten your seatbelts. This is After the Crash. Reloaded.
Welcome to winter.
Well, welcome back to an all-new season of Highway Thru Hell. I'm Mark Miller, the producer of the show. And we thought we'd get together with the guys tonight and take a look back at some of the things that happened on the Coke last season and maybe even give you a sneak peek at some of the stories for this season. So sit back, relax. I'm told the beer is cold and the stories are heating up over at Beer O'Clock.
It's 3:42 a.m. A call just came in that a major wreck has shut down the Coquihalla Highway.
I pretty well called an all-out assault.
Jamie Davis Heavy Rescue is out in full force.
Call is either broken in half or broken open. Sounds like a mess. You get a call, you're going and you're going now.
Traffic just called and I let them know that you guys are all en route.
You don't really know what you're going to at any time. It's an adrenaline rush.
Wow, what a year.
Yeah.
Yep, sure was.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I couldn't believe how much snow we had. We had avalanche close the Coke for a few days. We had rock slides.
Trees coming down.
Trees hit your truck. Tons of wreck, tons of snow. I thought a good way to kick it all off is just to look at, the kind of weather year we had and some of the challenges. So we got some tape, so let's watch the monitor.
Okay. So it looks like we got a little bit of snow happening here. Do you guys feel it?
-5, -6 for low.
Everybody that way.
You can leave on a sunny day, and by the time you get up this hill, you're in a blinding snowstorm.
Accidents all over the place.
Road closed and now avalanches are starting. We shouldn't even be here.
Hey, look at the blowing snow. Look at this. Holy.
Bring back some memories.
Yeah, it does, yeah.
Was this a normal year for weather?
A lot of rain down here and lots of wet snow up there, so.
Well, the wet stuff, you might as well just pour grease on the road, because that's what it feels like when you're driving in it.
You can feel the front end wanting to go every which way but the right way.
As the season starts in the winter, you're kind of out of shape from the summer, and you get into the winter time, and after a couple of weeks, you take it a little bit easy at first, and then the next thing you know, you're rock and rolling all the time, and you're like a machine. You sleep, eat, work, get back up, and you do it all over again. You don't have a life, you don't have anything else going on. The only thing you do is, any chance you get to rest, you rest. Anytime you can to eat, you eat. You have a shower as a luxury, eh?
Yeah.
Probably after 2 or 3 days.
Oh, yeah.
No, we're so busy just focusing on what we're doing. We're in our own little box, right?
Well, what you guys focus on is dealing with big wrecks.
Yeah.
And we certainly had some big ones this year, didn't we?
We sure did.
On British Columbia's Fraser Canyon Highway, Jamie is in a tough spot.
Run that out. We'll put that into another chain.
A wrecked reefer trailer has crashed directly under a 70,000-volt power line. And it's still live. If a chain, cable, or any part of the rotator touches the line, Jamie and his crew will get electrocuted.
Stop. Stop. Watch out!
Is there a wreck that you wish you wouldn't have had to deal with this year? That one that you just, couldn't stand?
For me, it was the one helping out the guys at Pintick and Towing. Ooh, she's crashed pretty good.
That's all I was concerned about. You know,
Okay.
These power lines are so powerful, they'll jump to your boom.
Well, we're just a little worried because of the power lines right here, so I'm just keeping an eye on that for Jamie. Jamie, your truck.
It's a lot of weight there, man, more than you know.
That job, you know, it had everything that could have went wrong on that job really did. I mean, the cargo, we didn't open the trailer because we don't want to ruin the integrity of the box, right? So the cargo slid all the way to the front. The weight was all one side, and the trailer was actually an old rotten trailer, and we couldn't get a good angle on lifting because of the power line. So when that trailer buckled, it was like, you know, I've had it.
Sammy, we had that rock slide one where one truck went over the edge. The other truck stands up, but they both caught fire.
Yeah, they too burned.
The head on one?
And I remember you guys were doing rock, paper, scissors to see who was going to go over the side. Unfortunately, you lost.
Good 100 feet down.
Okay, grab that block, run it down to Sam.
Oh, man, we gotta hook up this trailer.
Yeah,
It'll be a good Scotch Lake tonight. What's for the rocks? Once rock sliding, you're done. That'll be it.
Sammy, drag it down to the truck so we know how much we got.
Yeah, hang on. I need some more. Got it, Eagle?
It's good.
Hey, at least his tires are rolling, so that's good.
Hold it right there. Well, what we're doing right now is I'm just doing kind of directionally moving it around the rock, right? So I'm steering it.
If the trailer breaks apart, it could take another full day to pull up all the pieces.
Am I away from the rock?
Keep going.
You were carrying snatch blocks, and those weigh what?
Yep.
50, 75 pounds each?
Oh, yeah. You know, you were pretty well done.
That one was a really, really hard work,
Yeah.
that one.
Like, it took you a day or two to recover from that
Yeah,
wreck. Like,
that
and
was-
believe it or not, it's so physically demanding.
What would happen if he started to complain?
It cost me a lot of money in scotch if he complained. Because he loves scotch.
Well, listen, I want to talk a little bit about these trucks, because, you know, they became real stars in this show.
5-4 to 1-5.
5-2 base.
I'm already en route, just there. Okay, we're good to go. Keeping the highway open. Partners in progress for safer highways.
What a beast, eh?
That's when you first brought her back.
5 Alpha 3 Philip update. David Davis en route.
Every part of me is driven to have the latest, most innovative equipment available. And we have some of the best equipment in the world. You know, world-class stuff in Hope.
They look great in that red and white.
You know, they have the look. They look official, they look like they should be on the job, and they look like they're gonna take care of business.
You had Heavy Rescue 52, your truck, and then we had the Rotator. Even though the Rotator's it's like the Superman of trucks, 52 went out and did most of the jobs. Why is that? Why not throw the big iron at everything?
Well, the Rotator is a very specialist unit. Like it's not your average tow truck that's going to come and haul a tractor down the road every day. I mean, it'll move or tow something off the road if there's nobody else available or in an emergency situation, but it's not an everyday truck that
It
goes
can
out.
lift things, but what can 52 do that the Rotator can't?
Tow.
Tow base, I can almost scale just about anything. Right?
What does that mean, scale?
Well, weight-wise, it's a lighter truck compared to his. Like when we leave Hope here, we got weigh scales.
We're surrounded.
We're surrounded by weigh scales.
And you have to stop with those weigh scales.
That's right, yeah.
And what happens if you're too heavy?
Okay,
Tickets, big tickets.
$375 fine.
Okay, guys, enough about equipment. When we come back, we're going to find out how the city boy made out on the coke.
I didn't come up here to tow cars, though. I came up here to tow trucks.
Hey, hang on a minute. You feel like you've been pigeonholed.
I know that I can do the job, but I don't feel I've been given a proper opportunity here to prove that I can.
Thanks for watching After the Crash. Now a sneak peek of Season 2. Here comes the chopper.
What are you doing?
Okay, whatever, man.
I'm screwed.
Whoa, whoa, hey!
Competition's a bitch. I'm gonna take them all.
Oh!
Pretty damn good. Oh!
That's his ass, not mine.
Oh, that ain't good.
Welcome to winter.
Guess they're having lunch, I can't go.
Okay, welcome back. We're at Beer O'Clock with Jamie and his crew, and one of the things I wanted to talk about was the new guy. Ken, how was it up there for you?
It was good. Good. It was an interesting winter.
Well, you came from the city, so before we get too far into this, let's take a look at some tape, sort of your highlights reel.
Oh, boy. Okay. I've been riding around on tow trucks for 34 years. I have experience in all types of towing. If it involves a tow truck, there's nothing that I can't do. I'm not going to go back into Vancouver with my tail between my legs and say I couldn't cut it. It's not an option.
There's more failures than there is success stories in this business.
They've closed their hood. They're done doing what they're doing. They're just putting windshield fluid in, so they don't need me.
Gamble didn't pay off. If this was a lottery ticket, we'd be throwing it in the garbage right now.
When you're in Vancouver, you go to work, you call in your truck, you get a call, you get a call, you get a call, you'll get 12 calls in a row. Whereas up here, it's not like that.
This is real, Ken. I've got cars in the ditch. I got the competition towing cars, and it's a real thing. It's a real problem.
So
I'm not pointing the finger at you.
Up to us and said, you know what, we should get shifts started so that everybody goes up and sees.
This is the first time
I've talked to all you guys that you guys should get up there in the morning. Have I not ever told you that?
It's a real problem, and you get all defensive about it. It kind of pisses me off a little bit. We either got to straighten it out or get rid of whatever's sloppy around here.
That was kind of a dark day here.
It was, yeah.
With heavy rescue, wasn't it?
Yeah, some days are like that when you're towing. Some days are good, some days are dark.
You talked in the clips there about, my gamble didn't pay off. If this was a lottery ticket, I'd be throwing it in the garbage.
Yep.
Do you wish you wouldn't have taken the gamble and came
Oh, hell
here?
no.
Or...
No, I wouldn't change this for the world. This was, it was a good thing. I needed to, I'm a better operator now after a winter driving on the Coquihalla Highway. There was dark, but there was lots of light. There was lots of good times too. So it's just a matter of this winter, I'll be a lot better. I'll know I'll have my systems all down pat, and I'll know what it takes to succeed up there.
Listen, at the other end of the spectrum here is Bruce. Bruce, you turned 65 this year, I think.
Yep, last month.
You're just a young pup.
56 again. Gonna give her again.
Bruce is Bruce. We all call him Crazy Horse. That's his nickname.
A lot of these new guys can't keep up the hours that the rest of us can. 64, I can go 36, 52 hours without sleep. Doesn't bother me.
You send him out on a job, he'll do it his way. He might break something along the way, but he will get the job done.
Oh, my grader.
Bruce, he'll just do what he wants to do regardless of what you tell him to do. You know, he's his own guy.
Job done good, no damage whatsoever.
I worry about Bruce all the time. He works his damn ass off. For an older guy, it's a tough deal.
Well, Bruce, cheers to that. Brucey. You and the truck never conked out another season.
Bruce, do you find it tough out there at all, or are you just ready to go all the time?
I'm ready to go all the time. I can go home, grab an hour's sleep, Jamie will call me, and I'm gone again.
Do you feel that you need to keep moving fast to prove to the other guys that you're not?
No.
He just keeps moving so he doesn't seize up. Got to keep that drive shaft turning or it's going to fall out.
I will drink to that one.
Rigor mortis sets in, right? Yeah, so, yeah, and it ain't where you want it. No, that's right.
Well, 2 years ago, you were in an accident that put you in the hospital.
2009, October 29th.
Are you sure?
And,
October 29th, and I was driving Adam's old truck when it happened.
And that was, you were in the hospital for a week or so, I think?
4 days.
We spent a whole episode, you and Monkhouse and everybody, trying to get you to talk about that accident, why you came back. You could have easily retired.
Yeah.
Why did you come back?
Because if I retired after that, it would kill me.
Why would it kill you?
Nothing to do.
Being ready to retire and being able to retire is two different things. Like, tow truck drivers don't have fancy pension plans. We don't have any, you know, we just live day by day. You know, if Bruce retires tomorrow, how is he going to survive?
At the end of the day, he's right. I mean, you know, we're surrounded by, you know, big companies and governments, and all these employees get union rates and union benefits, and they have retirement packages and all this. And this industry doesn't have that for these people. So, you know, I have to kind of take a guy under my wing, a guy who's served the public for as many years as Bruce has been here. I mean, since the Coke opened.
So there's a responsibility?
I have a responsibility to look after Bruce.
But is there a responsibility, is there a code among towers?
The towing industry looks after its own because nobody else does. Nobody likes tow truck drivers except for other tow truck drivers.
So there's a fair number of accidents involving tow guys, and you've been hurt, right?
Yeah, I've had 12 WCB claims in 24 years.
Well, listen, we got some tape talking about injuries and the dangers of the job. Let's do that, and we'll come back and talk more about it here in a sec.
That pisses me off.
You gotta watch each other's butt. In 25 years I've been doing this as a job. I've been crushed, pinned, squished, put a hole in my eyeball, broke the orbital bone, tore my rotator cuffs, ripped my bicep off my arm, got crushed or pinned underneath a motorhome for 45 minutes in the snow. A tow truck friend who I worked with for a couple of years and had been hit on the side of the highway.
Lower mainline roads were ugly today. This red car had slammed into a tow truck driver who'd been helping a stranded motorist.
I hear sirens are coming.
Wow, eh?
Yikes.
Happens every day.
I still get a chill watching that.
Yeah.
Nobody slows down. Nobody
Martin's
cares.
doing better, I hear.
Yeah, he's well on the road to recovery. I mean, he's wheeling around the hospital so much he's got to go for surgery to get carpal tunnel from doing the frickin' wheels around the hospital chasing the nurses.
How dangerous is this job?
It's up there, and it's got to be one of the most hazardous occupations. that you
Could say
can have.
compared to, say, a crab fisherman, a cop. What do you think?
It's a different type of danger.
Other services, so say an ambulance or a police service or fire service, everybody works shifts. So the crews of those places are all working shifts. So they get 4 on, 4 off. These guys don't get 4 on, 4 off.
You get tired.
So they're working 24 hours.
So it's not only the risk of getting run over.
The exposure is 3 times greater.
You're tired, you're out there more.
If we're out in the middle of nowhere doing a job by ourselves, like we always are, if what happened to Martin happened to me up on the whole Princeton in the middle of the night, I would have bled out, I would have died because there wouldn't have been anybody to come by and help me.
And no
he
cell
had help
phone.
within 3 minutes when he got hit. If that happened to me up on the hill somewhere, to any of us up there, we're dead. We bleed out.
And they have a greater risk, greater exposure. To
And there's no cell service up on Highway 3.
Do you think people who are driving around and they see the flashing amber lights?
They don't slow down.
Amber lights. What do you when you're hitting an intersection, the light goes yellow? What do? Do you boot it or do you stop?
Most people
you boot it. So yellow lights are immune to them. Don't mean nothing. 25 guys this year in North America, tow truck drivers, have died on the job.
25
yeah,
people?
I checked this morning on the tow truck website. Yeah.
Wow.
That's not counting the guys that have been
It's a dangerous job we do.
I don't know if it's dangerous as crab fishing, but it's certainly
it's a different type of
danger. It's the same element.
It's a different type of danger.
Every industry has its own dangers, right?
Yeah.
So.
But why do it? Why do it?
It's what you know. I mean, I was born into it, so I'm second generation.
It's back to this, it's in your blood thing again.
You grow up
it's
with it.
It's rewarding because you're helping people every day.
Jamie Davis is second-generation heavy rescue.
Well, this looks bad. My mom and dad towed when we were kids. We grew up in the industry.
6 years ago, he started his own company.
My name's on the door. My name's on the line. My ass is on the line all the time.
He's gambled millions of dollars on new gear and a promise that his crew can get the highway open faster than anyone.
It would drive me nuts to have somebody come out here and outperform me.
It's an exciting job, too.
Yeah.
You know.
It's a rush. It's an adrenaline
You'll
rush.
be doing nothing. You'll go from 0 to 60 like right now.
You got to be a gambler. It's part of the gambling thing too.
Okay, guys, we're gonna take a quick break here. When we come back, we're gonna meet the newest and youngest member of the Jamie Davis crew. We're gonna meet Brandon.
I want to have a little fun with it because you gotta love your job. The job that you do should be a job that you love.
If you want to live your life the way you do, you're not going to be a record guy, that's for sure.
I'm Ken Monkhouse. Don't go anywhere. Here's a sneak preview of Season 2.
Pressure's on.
We don't have all the time in the world to plan everything out. We've got to get this road open, and we've got to get it open now. Yeah.
The Sea-Can is top-heavy, and Jamie is worried he's about to lose control of the load.
We're pushing the envelope here.
It's a big risk anytime a wrecker is working with a load that has a high center of gravity. Once the roll starts, it can be virtually impossible to stop.
Once you've got that big weight up there in the air, there's no going back.
Where did you turn around at?
I just came up the wrong way right for now.
Adam and the rest of the crew gambled on a different route on a back road. Now they're stuck, and Jamie has only Brandon to help.
Undo the top cables. See if that'll fit in this tow pin. Well, we'll be in and out of here maybe in an hour. Famous last words.
Well, welcome back to Beer O'Clock here with Jamie and the crew, and at the table joining us now, the newest member of Heavy Rescue, Brandon, Jamie's stepson. Let's roll some tape. Take a look at how your season went this year.
Woo! So you've never been to a semi-accident like this one?
No, nothing like this. Never seen anything like it. 5, you don't know what it's gonna be like.
Yeah, 5 semis.
This guy's got to go first. He's jammed into the other 2 trucks.
I want to have a little fun with it because you gotta love your job. The job that you do should be a job that you love.
Oh my God! Just turned into a fatal.
A 16-year-old should never have to see anything like that.
You're gonna have to swing this hammer. My arm is too sore. I didn't ask you if you wanted to.
Come on, you're a little climber guy. Get up.
Get up there and get there.
Jewelry, I don't wear any jewelry, and I don't believe that you should be wearing jewelry in our job.
Go find a roll.
Tow truck driver here.
Go find a roll.
We'll start calling you Brenda.
Yeah.
If he finds a rule that says I can't wear them, I'll take them out.
Brandon, you need to come down and help. You're the boss's kid. You should be down there working.
What's he going down for?
Hey, Brandon!
Hey! Get up here! Get up here!
Don't yell at me. I'm listening to you guys. Now I've lost all respect. I don't want to be told what to do ever again by them.
It was a tough year for you out there.
Oh yeah. Well, the new guy, right?
What was it? Was it what you expected?
Oh, for sure.
You thought you were gonna get beat up on?
Oh yeah, I know them. I've been around them. I knew it was coming. Yeah.
What was the hardest part of the job for you?
Waking up.
Yeah. Yeah, waking up.
As it is for any 16, 17-year-old, right?
Exactly. Getting up and.
How did he do, guys? How did he make out?
He did good. It's a world for a young guy to be working in. I mean, it's not. His buddies are working at McDonald's and Chevron and that kind of crap, and he's out there in the blizzard looking at dead people.
And
Great job.
And that first wreck, man, that was a crazy night.
Yeah, that was hectic.
You still think about that?
Oh yeah, I get reminded of it all the time.
Yeah. It changed you a little bit?
For sure it did, yeah.
Is this something you want to do? Do you see yourself 10, 15 years down the road being like Adam?
I see myself in the next couple of years doing this, but as a life choice, no.
Then why would you bother at all then?
Okay, so I'm sure you guys all had a first job, right?
Yeah.
Or did you guys just, boom, right to tow trucking?
No, we all had a good first job.
Hey, newspaper boys, I know it.
Yeah.
You were. That's right. See, exactly. There you
When
go.
I was your age, I was living on my own, supporting myself. I wasn't living at my mom and dad's
I was
place.
working in a cannery at Steeston making huge coin.
Exactly. So you're not doing that anymore. So why can't I do something for my portion of my life and then move on to better,
do what
bigger,
you want
and
to do,
bigger
dude.
and
These guys are hard on you, man.
it's hard and I like it. So I'll be there for a couple of years. I don't think it's a life choice for me.
You got a new truck this year?
Yeah.
So you're all set though? You're gonna hit it hard this winter?
I'm gonna go I'm gonna go. Yeah, for sure.
All
I'm
right.
gonna use it.
It's gonna be great, man. It's gonna be fun to see you go.
Yeah.
Well, listen, guys, we're gonna take a break. When we come back, we have a surprise guest coming to Beer O'Clock. Anybody have any ideas who it might be?
Santa?
Easter Bunny.
Okay. We'll find out in a couple of minutes. Here, stick with us.
Because I'm Adam Gazzola. My truck's more powerful than Santa.
What would you rather pay for, 10 men or one guy that works like 10 men? How about that? Take that, James.
You'd screw me out of a job just as fast as I'd screw you out of a job.
I'm Kevin Ritchie. I hope you're enjoying After the Crash. Now a sneak peek of season 2.
I'd like to have the trailer flip before the truck.
Okay.
Here you go. Go.
Hey, is everybody out of my way?
A messy lumber wreck has the highway closed in both directions.
Cab's just lifting up now.
With only Adam's truck to work with, Scott has come up with a daring plan to flip it, using the concrete barrier for leverage. It's a bold move that could either make or break his comeback.
I was a little bit nervous. We had one truck to work with, and that's what we worked with.
Okay, everybody.
That looks cool.
Textbook. Okay, let's rig her down, boys.
That worked out perfect, eh? Looked pretty cool, too. You get style points.
Okay, welcome back. We're at Beer O'Clock with Jamie and his crew, and well, there's some changes here on the mountain. Jamie, you've hired a new driver, Scott, to help you up in the mountain this year.
I worked for Jamie and his brother back some time ago, and I decided to make a change in life, and I went up to the oil fields and worked up there for a bunch of years. And last year, Jamie phoned me up and asked me down for a beer and talked about maybe coming back to the tow, and so it fell in my head, and here I am.
Did you guys always get along?
Yeah, we...
No.
No. You know, there's some times, you know, but for the most part, we always got along and got our jobs done.
He was in Hope here all by himself. So, you know, there was no shop, there was no flagging people, there was no repair people, no office staff here. There was nothing. It was just Scott and our big wrecker.
You left here. Why the hell would you want to come back?
Well, you know, it's just the challenge of doing it, and I was up for a good challenge. Every year that I was gone from here, I always thought, well, gee, you know, maybe I'll go back and do that again.
So you missed it?
I did.
When I heard you were coming out here to start driving, I thought, well, that sounds a lot like Adam's role.
I'm worried about me and Scotty getting along. Me and him have had troubles in the past, and you know, he's got some attitude behind him, and so do I.
What's this gonna do to the family dynamic, having another vet who knows the mountain, been there a long time, and driving a similar truck?
Adam's worked his way up the ranks, and you know, you gotta give him kudos. He stuck it out here. Adam wanted that position, and he fought hard for it, and he got it, and you can't take it away from Adam. He's been here, he's done it, he's learned.
Almost ready, Adam.
I used to work for another tow company in Hope, and he worked for Jamie here in town, and I was always kind of Johnny on the spot, beating him to jobs and that, so that always caused problems. So.
There was some tensions there for a while. You know, we got along a little bit, and we didn't get along, and then we really didn't get along.
We'll see how he does, though. He's been out of it a long time. I don't know if he'll be able to hack it or not, but we'll see. Might have to teach the old dog a few tricks. But in my personal opinion, I think we're going to clash somewhere along the line.
So, you know, I'm always used to being the top dog position, but that's Adam's job now.
Really? So you know that you're not top dog anymore?
I gotta work my way back up the
Oh, you
ladder.
want to be top dog, though, maybe?
Well, maybe one day.
But will adding a new wrecker to the heavy rescue fleet solve the problem of all that competition from guys like Al Quiring up on the mountain?
Liken it kind of to the Hatfield McCoys. Their family's been in it for, I think, 3 generations, and ours has been in it for this. We're just coming on to our 3rd generation.
They're all chrome and gleam. I'm a work truck. Their trucks are always shiny. My truck is dirty because I'm working all the time.
It gets the hair, stands up on the back of your neck if Al's getting you on a job.
What would you rather pay for, 10 men or one guy that works like 10 men? How about that? Take that, James.
I don't believe he should be here. This isn't his area. He should stay down in the valley and tow with the other down there, as far as I'm concerned. But he keeps coming up here because he's got no work down there.
I see there's another wrecker going by right there. And I don't know if he's coming for this one or not, and I don't really care.
So I just hate to see him around here.
That just makes your blood boil, doesn't it, watching that?
Yeah.
Let's see if we can liven up Beer O'Clock a little bit. Hey, Al, you out there?
What the hell's going on?
Holy
You guys talking about me?
the big green goblin's here.
Oh, we better pour him a glass of this
How you doing, Adam? James?
motor truck ale. How are you, Al?
Hill? Ken?
How are you, buddy?
Kevin?
Good to see you.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Mark, good to see you.
Yeah, we made her.
Here, we buy you a beer, buddy.
So listen, your two companies are very different. I can't imagine them being more different. You got lots of trucks, and you're right here at the entrance, and you're coming in from what, say 90 minutes away?
No, about an hour.
An hour away.
100K from my house to here.
Okay, so should you be working that mountain?
Should I be?
I don't know.
I've earned my place there over the years. My family's hauled through Hope since long before the Coquihalla was ever open, that's for sure. So I've earned my place here. I used to ride through Hope here in my grandpa's tow truck. My dad, myself, and I bring my boys up here to help me too.
Is it a rivalry between your two families?
Competitive-wise, sure it is. Huge.
Do you like each other?
We're friends.
End of the day,
when
we
it's beer
don't.
o'clock, it's
when
beer
it's beer
o'clock.
But we still fight like
When
dogs.
the dinger goes, we're gonna hop in the trucks and go pull in the same truck together. Like, that's not a big deal. That's what this industry should be, is a little bit more camaraderie instead of one guy after the other guy all the time. You know?
But hang on a minute, you guys are pretty competitive.
Oh,
You'd screw me out of a job just as fast as I'd screw you out of a job. Right
I'm
there.
not worried about you.
It's
Adam
sport.
is the screwer.
It's
It's a sport.
Are you gonna take that?
As soon as you shake Al's hand, as soon as you walk away, the knife is coming out like that, okay?
Well,
He can have his
the rivalry
If I need a
is-
rotator, James.
Yeah, but our
fault.
rivalry has been the same for generations, and it'll keep being the same competitive-wise. It'll never end.
Probably keeps you on your game a little bit.
It does. Competition is a great thing.
It is.
Does it keep you on your game?
That makes me feel young. Sure.
And it just makes you go gray.
And we need something.
He's not great. Look at this.
We could probably drain a couple of kegs on this here at Beer O'Clock, so we're gonna have to leave some of that probably to resolve in next season. But in the meantime, we're gonna take a break, and when we come back, we've got some questions for two of the top dogs at Jamie Davis Towing.
We've got the road closed, and now avalanches are starting. We shouldn't even be here.
I'm terrified to drive on the road now.
I'm Bruce. Here's a sneak peek of season 2.
Every time you lift something really heavy, suspended in the air with people around, it can be dangerous.
Come back. Can you get it from there?
Nah, the pin's not lined up.
Tell him to do it again.
Pull out. Whoa, 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 whoa. 466.48.
How come there's $450? Is it 13%? I just
90% fuel surcharge.
no, I don't give the fuel charge.
You pay it. Everybody pays it. I even give you peanuts. I'm not a bad guy.
They're $450 peanut, man.
Well, sorry. It's all right. He figured it'd be $350, and then he didn't understand there's tax. I provide a service, right? Sorry you don't like it, right? It's not my problem you were stuck down there.
Few more burps through, Brian. I got the key, okay?
That's mine, yeah. You bring it back or I have to charge you for it. That's the price of trucking, buddy.
Well, welcome back to Beer O'Clock here with Jamie and the crew in the barn. Having lots of fun. Beer's still cold. Conversation seems to be heating up a little bit, though. One guy who was at the center of it a little bit this year was Kevin. We got some tape just to help remind you a little bit of what it was like.
I'm going for a ride. Yeah, I was one of them kids that watch the fire trucks go by, watch the police cars, watch the ambulances. Yeah, it's one of them guys.
He's got a good heart, he's good intentions, and he's loyal. I mean, he's been here a long, long time.
I got everything you think you need for a rack. Sockets, flares, fuel pump, hammers, torches, horn. Best part of the whole truck is that horn. I love that horn. We've got the road closed and now avalanches are starting. We shouldn't even be here. Driving this thing, it scares the out of me, and it scared me again last night. Smashed into him, And then they both went over, both trucks. That's the worst one I've seen. I hate bridges, just because I've seen so many trucks go off them. Ever since this accident happened, I've been leery on going over them. I don't need to die for my job. You want my license? I'll give it to you. I'm not gonna be young forever, so I would like to back away from this and get into the film industry a little more and do more shooting. And... I've known Jamie for about 10 years. I've sort of adopted him as my dad, you know. I guess we both adopted each other. Focus, 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 focus.
I've been thinking about your truck and you. I can't keep guys around here on the hour for the summer when we're slow.
Well, like, feel the weather. It could snow tonight still, right? I think you're jumping the gun a little too quick.
Yeah, you know, season's over. But it happens every year, and it's what we gotta do.
You remember that day?
Yep.
That wasn't a fun day. You were a little surprised.
I was shocked.
Yet, all season long, one of the running, sort of reoccurring themes for you was whether or not you even want to be in this business anymore.
Yeah.
Why were you questioning your career choice?
If I knew then what I know now, I probably wouldn't have even got a Class 1, but at the same time, you know, I've had fun along the way in this business and in my other jobs, driving truck. I don't regret it. I don't want to take it back. It's just, I want to do other things now.
You know, as you guys see all these wrecks and you see all these tragedies unfold in front of you over the years, and you've all talked about that this season, does it change the way you perceive other drivers, and does it make you really, I don't know, to a certain degree, you talk about being afraid to drive. Does it affect you the same way, Adam?
Well, it affects me lots, yeah. I see dead bodies year after year, sometimes month after month. And it does get to a guy, but you just have to learn to put that aside when you're working. I have a job that needs to be done, and nobody's going to do that job for me. So at that present time, I can't worry about things like that.
Call the wrecker on his way up.
I would say Adam's pretty well top dog here.
When all hits the fan, I start racing in my mind. I got to get there. I got to get there. I got to get there. I'm always scared somebody else is going to beat me there and scoop me on the jobs. Some people smoke dope or drink booze. I just tow. And that's my rush.
Jamie's been this cable now for a month. He doesn't want to replace it.
It's the third time?
It's the fifth time. So when I get back, I'm parking the truck in the yard till he puts cable on it.
I'll come home bitchy, crabby, grumpy, you know, and you got to take it out on somebody. So is it really worth my stress? I don't know. I want to actually come plow snow one year. I might do that next winter, maybe. I don't know. Contemplating it.
Powerful stuff, man.
Sure.
You seem really frustrated at the end of the season. In fact, you did go on strike for a day. How are you feeling now?
Well, winter time's coming, so it'll be a whole new series of problems and thoughts and everything else, and asking yourself why you even stayed. And
you talked about quitting, maybe go plowing snow. We saw it in the clip there. Obviously, you're not thinking about doing that. You are coming back then?
Well, I'll be here for another winter, but you know, the problem that gets me is actually the summertime. There's too much lull in the summer, so I have too much time to think. I like to be driving.
Okay, listen, guys, we got to take a quick break here. When we come back, though, we're going to turn the spotlight on Jamie, finally. I'm going to give you a little taste of it. We're going to ask the question, just how good a boss is he? When we return in Highway Thru Hell after the crash.
Look, right in shreds. I could easily say, okay, you're fired.
But Adam, you made it clear you were frustrated with him this season.
Yeah.
I'm Gord. Thanks for watching After the Crash. Here's a sneak peek at Season 2.
I want to get this thing separated so they can back into it. I'm going to winch it out from underneath the trailer, get it out onto the road here, and see what I can do with it to straighten that front axle out. You can turn that wheel straight. Yep. Yeah, the wheels are going every which way, but straight.
No, nothing.
Everything was just busted off.
Keep coming.
Keep coming slow.
Well, welcome back to Beer O'Clock here at the barn with Jamie and his crew. And Jamie, you had a few challenges this year being the boss, and we put a bit of tape together just to help refresh everybody's memories.
To cheer you up.
To cheer you up, yeah.
I need it.
Ah! That's my biggest thing in this whole world is equipment damage. This truck cost $130,000. It's my, I hate damage.
Look, right in shreds.
I could easily say, okay, you're fired and you're gone out of here. What would you do if you were the boss? You'd be pretty...
I'd be upset, yeah.
These aren't really made for lifting.
I know, that's why I had to change. I had to change as tight as I could go.
A lot of company guys would be looking at that and going, wow, what do you keep those guys for, you know? And sometimes it's like...
No, but I went to pull it out, though, and it wouldn't come.
Get a sledgehammer out of my truck, out of the box, and give it a tap, because it's frozen. Go make some frickin' money.
Jamie doesn't like to be the boss. He doesn't like giving people when guys damage things or don't show up to work. There's no real consequences. You know, he just sucks it up.
I can work with people. I got more patience than the average guy, I'll tell you that.
Bring it on.
So, Jamie, you know, you are a pretty good boss. You take care of the guys. We talked a little bit about that earlier. And but guys, what do you see as Jamie's flaws?
No, here it comes.
I think he has a need for too many pets. When people have pet cats or dogs, he has pet employees.
You talked a lot about how you were gonna fire people, and you never really did.
Well, I don't take a person's livelihood lightly, you know? I mean, this business creates huge stress on people and their personal lives. I mean, you're talking 24/7.
But even if that costs you money?
You know, how do you push a guy 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, and then give him a hard time when he's giving you his best?
The thing is, it's not like there's people banging down our door to come to work in Hope.
Yeah, how many people want to
Really?
go into a raging snowstorm at 3, get out of their bed in 10 minutes and 3 o'clock in the morning and go into a snowstorm, lie on your back in the slush.
I'll do it.
Lie on your back in the slush, chain up, and then work for 10 hours without a break.
And then starve to death in the summertime.
And then no work in the summer.
I want to see Jamie take a week off before the frickin' snow starts flying. And we need to get somebody to help Jamie with all the minor details because his memories, he's got so much in his mind.
I try to keep everything up here. And I need to say, hey,
Just
that's
too
your
much
job,
going
or
on.
that's
Nobody
your job.
can do it. Nobody can do it.
One of the biggest characters in this series, and we haven't talked about it yet today, is the Coke itself. And we thought we'd try something a little bit different today. And are you guys up for a little adventure?
Oh, yeah. Let's do this.
Okay, well, let's go see that Coke from a slightly different perspective. All right, boys.
Wow. You're gonna take us up in a chopper.
So there it is.
Nice.
You guys ever been up before?
No.
I've never flown before.
You never even been up in an
Are
airplane?
you serious?
Half of me wants to do it, the other half is like, no, run. Run now.
Part of the A-team, or aren't you?
Oh, no, I can't go.
Come on, Billy.
I can't go.
He's not going. It's okay. You gotta make the right choices for you.
Well, what do you think? Scared? Yeah. Billy? Oh, yeah.
Lifting up 1.5 miles southeast, and we'll be departing northeastbound Coquihalla next, switching traffic, Mr. Hotel Bravo.
Wow. How's that feel, boys?
That's nice.
Let's take it up a little bit higher. Let's go up 500 feet.
Stay on the other side of the road there, Brad, right, sharp right turn there now. Stay
What the
that side of the snow lower. No more like that. Let me out of here.
I guess I'm a little bit worried if I scare you guys too badly, you're gonna want to walk down.
Well, I'm already thinking about getting a cab up to the top here. That's amazing. What do you think? Pretty cool. Never seen something like that. And straight up the nose here, off the front of the helicopter is the Coke. It's too bad Kevin's not here. I think he'd have enjoyed this.
Yeah. As long as he comes at 3 o'clock in the morning, that's all that matters.
That's a smasher right there, isn't it?
Snow shed's like right below it, right there. There's always something happening right there for some reason.
Yeah, this will be a great spot.
Yeah, it is.
It's just a tiny little hill. Winter's coming.
Winter's coming.
Winter's coming. And it begins again.